everybody, and welcome to Project Talk with James and Glenn. Yes, we are exactly 8 minutes late. We were actually ready to go 7.5 minutes ago, but because Sergio had to make that comment, you guys had to wait an additional 7.5 minutes to see James's glorious face. I am Glenn from Fun King 3D, and of course, with me as always is my brother from another mother, James from Print and Play Retrospective.
All over the print and play place.
Yeah, the 14 other YouTube channels that he's starting.
16.
16.
I just realized that the cord for the overhead camera was hanging directly across the face camera.
I'm going to run down the chat real quick. Nadav gets bragging rights for being first, even though it's no longer showing in my chat.
I did see that. He was on at like 10:30 this morning.
Well, I seen it was like 3 o'clock. Like the comment was 3 something. And I chimed in and said, dang it, I was going to do the same thing. I really was. I came in to post a first. But Nadav gets bragging rights. He said, well, the early bird gets the free 3D printer. About time.
A 3D printer?
4:30 we start. 4:38 we start.
You'd be a little late.
3D Medic Vince is here. Freddie Alsef, Tom Elrod. Oh, my brother, you do it is here. Alan Osborne, Sergio HVAC A to Z. And I'm going to mess this up. The Varangian Biker. Ollie is here. Freddie Alsef is here. Clint. Mitch 3D. Bob Carnes. Local maker.
What the heck is that thing? That's Sean.
What?
Uncle Ron says, what the heck is that thing? That's Sean. And he has feelings. Hey, Sean. Can you read between the lines, buddy?
You have a microphone that you can put on so you don't have to yell. You don't have to be like, hey. You can just put that on and talk normal.
It's actually more entertaining if he does yell, though.
Did you turn it on?
I can't turn anything on. There we go.
I have a printer to build this stream.
And look at that. Sergio already throwing down the $20 US.
Yeah, write that down.
And he said, since I was exact, I will donate first. Thank you, Sergio. It is greatly appreciated.
You know, we'll let chat decide. Am I going to build a printer or am I just going to play some original Game Boy? It's going to be a tough decision.
Wait, the choices are build a printer or what?
Play some Game Boy.
That's no fun. Build the printer.
Yeah.
I said chat gets to decide.
The heck with chat. What do they know?
I
mean, we love you guys.
This week's video was me actually restoring, not this one, but like an identical one that had a pretty rough life. The guy that had it before me when he was a kid took it apart and didn't have the proper tools because it uses those security bits. And then when he put it back together, he just used Phillips head screws that he had lying around that were entirely the wrong size. So all the screw posts were snapped off on the inside.
Awesome.
And he spray painted the battery door red and painted the buttons black, but then all the black on the surface of the buttons had worn off from use. So my original plan was to just replace the shell because I ordered a new shell off of AliExpress. But then as I started pulling it apart, I thought it would be cooler to try and fix it and keep it original. So some 3D printing went into that.
So I put a post out saying that anyone who donates, first of all, thank you guys for doing this. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot.
We went way out of our way to do this.
Way out of your way.
Yeah, we never stream.
Well, you didn't have to. Anyway.
I even posted a picture of a cat. I mean, not just a cat, the cat.
The cat. The cat. So if you donate over $20, I'm writing your name down and I will be giving you 10% off my web store for next year's release of knives and merchandise, the whole store. And then
over 20 or 20 and over?
20 and over.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, like Sergio already donated and he didn't.
$5 more.
Oh.
20 and over. And then for the person who donates the most, I will be giving away. This is going to be for next year's line. I don't know if you can see that. Where's the
focus is going to be all funky, but
So this is going to be next year's line. It's a rough drawing of it, but it will be more shaped out. But this is the Alpine. It's got an ice pick spike in the back, and then it has a flat edge at the bottom, and it worn clips down. So it's a fixed blade. So the highest donator will get this knife with a sheath.
oh, with a sheath.
With a
Woo!
sheath. If you're over 21.
The sheath's gonna hit the fan.
Why do they have to be 21?
Because some places it's 21.
19-year-olds want to cut stuff too.
Yeah, well, they can get them from.
All right, so for anybody out there that doesn't know what's going on today, because we didn't get to like kind of pre-build that. Sean's bestest friend in the whole world, who, believe it or not, is not me.
No, it's me.
It's his cat PeePo,
Oh,
and Poe is fighting some medical issues right now and needs to go in for some testing, and hopefully it turns out to be something stupid, but the medical bills are already racking up. We ended up at the 24-hour, I guess it's just an overnight clinic the other night to get him checked out because he was retching a lot. So so that's what today's stream's about. Any proceeds from the stream, including the 6 cents that I get for advertising.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
after taxes.
No, I think that's actually before tax. I think Google still takes the 30% of
No,
that.
I'm saying you're donating whatever the after tax
After
amount is.
taxes, right? That's hence the word proceeds.
You know what, Sean? I love you, buddy. I'm gonna cover the taxes. We'll give you the whole amount.
I love you too,
The
James.
whole 6 cents. Look at that.
Wow. Thanks, James. That's big
But
of
yeah,
you.
so any donations made today goes directly to Poe's medical bills. If God willing, more money comes in than Poe's electric bills, medical bills.
I'm gonna get those too.
It's going to go towards treats and toys for Poe. I'm going to make sure that Sean does not buy himself anything nice like those frilly underwear that he wears.
Hey.
Don't knock until you try it.
So, and listen, it's not, I know like typically we play the game of whoever has the highest gets their banner. I'm going to continue with the banner at the bottom, just explaining what's going on. So you don't get your name in lights today, but you get a warm, fuzzy feeling inside knowing that you are working towards saving a life.
You know,
So-
and maybe someday your name will be in lights saying Johnny Be Good tonight.
John said, wait, we're live? Well, we're live.
I'm trying to get the camera up higher, but my HDMI cable is like stretched to its limit.
Next week, we will be taking donations to buy James a longer HDMI cable. Actually,
we got
next
here.
week, there's not going to be a stream because that's Christmas weekend.
That's Boxing Day.
Boxing Day.
It's Boxing Day. That's the day where you put all your Christmas crap back in boxes. Yeah, next Sunday is the 26th. But being that it's Christmas weekend, I would prefer not to stream. And then the weekend after that, it technically falls on the 2nd, so we'll probably stream that one.
I am. You know what? I am not going to be home that weekend.
All right, so we're not going to stream that one either. So we're going to take the next 2 weeks off. Which will make the next stream the 9th. All right, I could use a little time off. So I want to tell a quick story because I love to tell stories. My nose.
He likes to tell a quick story from the other day.
I was telling a story the other day. I hate doing these streams, and there's a reason why.
Because I'm here.
No, I absolutely love the streams. I always have a good time. The problem is this stream marks the end of my weekend. Like, there's not really time after the stream to do anything, though we are going Christmas light looking tonight. But like in my head, as soon as I have to get ready to do this stream, I know my weekend's over and I have to get ready to go back to work. And
It's like
for those
old
of
lang
you-
synes with your Christmas lights.
What's that?
It's like old lang syne with your Christmas lights. As soon as it's and that's
Exactly.
the end of the Christmas season for you.
Exactly. It just, for those of you who don't know, I'm burnt out in my job real bad right now, and I have to say I'm not a happy employee. My coworker has put in his notice, so my life is going to get even worse. Thanks, Grant. But so that's the way it goes. So until I can become a YouTuber full time on the other channel, not this one, I guess it would be both at that point. It wouldn't matter. Yeah. So, but that's the only reason I hate doing these streams. So when I tell you that I'm looking forward to having 2 weeks off, that's why. It has nothing to do with these streams. I love these streams. So.
And you love me.
I do. You are my brother.
From another mother.
I'll tell you what. If you ever have the opportunity to be in a room with James and I at the same time, do it.
Unless we've eaten burritos.
It gets a little haywire.
The first time we hung out, it was just all natural.
It was.
Which isn't to say we were naked. I mean that everything went fine.
Welcome, Dean Hintz.
Dean Hintz, hello.
Okay, so next vote. Do I read the instructions, or I just try and guess how this goes together and hope for the best?
Yeah, just figure it out. You've built enough of them.
You're a man. You don't need directions.
So
well, the donation.
Dean says, greetings to everyone. Just found this channel and also new sub to Print and Play. We appreciate that. It is always greatly appreciated.
Thanks for coming to hang out.
Runs another channel called Print and Play Retrospective, where he does old technology. I am old technology, but
I've just discovered it.
This is a family-friendly channel.
And then I also run another channel called Fun King Garage, which only has one video on it right now. But we're getting there. We're getting there. I have hundreds and hundreds of hours, like an overwhelming amount of video recorded.
Lots of episodes.
Yeah. So, and then for those who don't know, I realized today that this is going to be a problem. For those who don't know, I am a little bit ADD. So I'm just kind of all over the place all the time. If you haven't figured that out yet, I film that way too. I don't start on one thing and just work through that project. I work a little bit on this and then a little bit on this and a little bit on this. It's just Brian Vine said, I just got here. I must know, how is Poe? How is Poe?
So hi Brian, I miss you, buddy. So Poe is now eating and drinking, which is good, like regularly.
Cat food and water.
Yeah. And then he is, using the bathroom now, which is good.
You can say pooping. Pooping's not beyond our
he's
family.
Pooping and poeing. He's pooping and peeing.
He's doing the poops.
He's doing the poops. He had very stinky poops last night, so that's a good sign. But he still has to go in for his ultrasound. His liver levels are really high, and his kidney levels are really high. So they don't know what exactly is going on with him until the ultrasound, and then that should show us what's happening.
Well, and then he had a high level of white blood cells in his urine.
That's right.
So they sent out for a culture to see if by some chance he has a bacterial infection.
Because that could be causing all these other issues.
And that potentially could be ideal, because that means it's something that can be solved one time.
Oh, yeah. A little antibiotic, and then we're good to go.
I'm really hoping he doesn't need surgery, because that would really stink for everybody. But whatever I can do to save him. So history behind my cat. Why I'm so attached to my cat. He is, we found him on the street. My ex-fiance and I found him on the street 7 years ago, and these kids were kicking him like really hard. And so we went and rescued him, brought him in. I took him to the vet, got him all fixed up and fixed. So from then, like, she left me, which is fine, but I just got out of the military at that point, and I was going through a lot of issues and a lot of troubles. And he has just been the most intuitive cat and like very I don't know, like there'd be nights where I just sit down and I just cry all night, and he would be there and crawl up on my lap, and he never does that, but he would do that every time I was having issues, and he would rub his head on me and basically like comfort me, and that was the biggest thing. And he's freaking cute. Like, he is just the most adorable cat, but he's helped me through so much in my life, and yeah, I owe it to him to save him, and unfortunately I'm not well enough to do that.
So first of all, shout out to Uncle Ron for throwing down $20 Rinos
Thank you, Ron.
as well. And he said for Poe's Poop Patrol. Thank you, Uncle Ron. Love you.
Unfortunately, Ron, it's over $20 for your coupon.
But I do want to make a comment about this photo because I shot this photo yesterday. Sean had a job related meeting to go to yesterday, and he was all freaked out about Poe. So I took this picture, and in this picture, Poe looks a little sad.
He does.
But actually, when I snapped the picture, Poe went, "Why do you always take my picture? I don't like that." He was just not amused. It's not that he was sad. He's just he just wasn't amused. Yeah. So
we both have separation anxiety from each other.
So, yeah, he is a super, super sweet boy.
Yeah.
I gave up and I'm reading the instructions.
What's that?
I said I gave up and I'm reading the instructions.
The online ones are probably better. They usually are anyway.
My problem is I don't have a screen. Like, the screen that I use for chat and stuff is like up over my shoulder. So I'll take the paper one that's in front of me and hope for the best.
Whoa! Hope for the what? When you wish upon a star.
I was hoping for the best the other day.
Are you ready for the new season of Letter? Did you finish the last season of Letterkenny?
Did I? Yeah.
Well, the new season starts on Christmas Day.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch all of them all over again, which I may do before I watch the 10th season.
Well, that's quite the power supply that comes with it. And look, it's got a PS2 connector for it. That's good.
Oh yeah, you can plug that in the back of your PC. It'll be fine.
Power up that keyboard. And before anybody in chat corrects me, I know that that's not even the right number of pins for a PS2 connector. I'm just trying to be funny.
No, nobody cares. It was blurry.
First friends are best friends.
Oh my gosh, Brian Vines.
Brian.
That's Brian with a Y and Vines with an I.
Brian.
Throwing down $50 Rinos, a little something for the Poe healthcare plan.
Oh, thanks, Brian.
You are a champ, sir. You are a champ.
Oh, the phones are ringing.
We have open lines. Call now. We didn't even get like Brian Vine's dad joke with that.
I know.
Feel a little cheated.
You're making a Brian Vine's dad joke the other day.
So I got Zach with a good one the other day. And again, for those who don't know, I love to lay the dad jokes on on Zach just because his reactions are so awesome. He hates my jokes so much. But I said to him, I said, hey, so you know how your brother eats all the time? And he's like, yeah. I said, yeah, he's kind of a chunky monkey, right? And he's like, yeah. And I said, I bought him a refrigerator for Christmas. And he's kind of giggling. He's like, really? And I said, yeah. I can't wait to see his face light up when he opens it.
Dang.
And this will mark the last project talk with James and Glenn, because James will no longer be here. You quit your live stream the other day.
You quit live streaming with that guy with the bad jokes the other day. But it was good. Like, he didn't even react to it. He goes, that was actually pretty funny.
I mean, you got to admit, that'd be a pretty cool gift.
A refrigerator?
Yeah.
Oh, it was really funny is we were in Bed Bath and Beyond, and we were in the Beyond section. And they had this like air fryer for $1, and I started laughing. I said, we should get that for Xander and tell him it's for his desk. He'd be up here making chicken nuggets while playing on the computer.
Chicken nuggies. Does he even
well-
stream anymore? I don't remember the last time I saw him go live.
Not nearly as much as he should.
What a kid.
I know he's going through a phase. It's called being 15. So
We were all 15 once.
I don't think that he's watching right now or even listening because he doesn't like me. Because he's 15.
Oh, to be 15.
But so
I think
he's
I'm
got-
assembling this backwards.
You're assembling it backwards.
What do you mean?
I think
I
this is.
think, I
think
the arm
this
goes
is the
on the other
front.
side. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so
So,
confused.
but yeah, he got a package in the mail yesterday,
The other day.
and the wife called him on the Echo like 4 times, and he didn't come down to get the package, so she wrapped it and put it under the tree. Hope it's not perishable. It wouldn't be. It came from Canada, so it probably took a month to get here.
Oh, the poop I sent him is finally there. That's good.
Yeah, I already set it on fire.
These dumps are on fire.
I don't know why. I guess just so I don't cough on you, but I turned my head like it's gonna mute the sound of my cough. Oh,
I'm not even looking up in the manual where these get plugged in. I'm just assuming that I've got it right.
it'll be
You
fine.
probably do.
I mean,
If I was-
it might move wrong or catch fire, but that's fine.
You build printers in your sleep. You're fine.
I mean, I do more interesting things in my sleep.
That's odd.
Say that's awkward.
I said that's odd.
I don't know what I do in my sleep. I'm usually sleeping when I'm sleeping, so I
Last night I let out a huge fart and it scared me and woke me up.
woke you up.
Yeah, it rumbled the whole bed. It was like,
I hate that when you're asleep and then you like snore yourself awake. You're like,
Yeah, you're like, what was
So
that?
you, so you pooped your pants the other day.
Yeah, the wife and I ordered ourselves a new bed mattress, which is due to be here actually on Christmas Eve day. So it's kind of exciting, and I'm hoping that it relieves some of this shoulder pain that I fight every day.
Oh yeah.
And if not, it has a 100-day trial. I'll just send that thing right back.
Yeah, if it doesn't work in 100 days.
I don't think you're going to be able. I mean, you could knock somebody out with that, but I don't think you're going to cut anybody with that. It's.
You can cut anybody with anything if you try hard enough.
Yeah, I guess if you strike it hard enough,
You gotta get them at the edge.
get them in a little corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my war wound of today. So I yesterday I finished stripping out the cab of the old Dodge, the Doge, and I sold the cab and the bed. The guy's coming Tuesday to get them. And
Sorry.
whoa, Bob
Oh,
Carnes
Bob.
laying down 100 dollarinos. Call now,
Operator
operators.
standing by.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Get to writing.
Wow, Bob. Is that with a B?
It's 2 B's.
Two O's?
No, not boob Carnes.
Now,
That's a potato chip.
okay, so
Wow, Bob. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you,
there's
Bob.
one thing I just thought of though.
What's that?
So the donations are coming through YouTube or
Right.
through StreamYard, and they're taking a cut.
30%.
Sean has a PayPal address where he would get 100%.
Well, that's a good point.
If the donations are meant to go to Sean anyways,
Yeah, the problem with that though is then how do we recognize the people who are sending it? Unless they just say, "Hey, I sent," and then we take their word for it.
well, Sean should get a receipt on his side so he can confirm.
No, but I
that
mean,
it
like
shows
right
up.
now, like live, right now.
Oh, I mean, I guess we could trust people. You mean to put it up on the screen, right? Like that's.
Yeah, to call people out, give them credit for it.
I guess that would be the way. I don't know. I'm wondering if there's a better way to keep less of the money out of YouTube and more of the money into.
Yeah,
Poe.
no, I like that idea. What?
I think we can trust our audience.
Oh, I know we can trust our audience. So unfortunately, we just lose the 30% on all of that. What is your?
Okay, it's SRI and then A313 at Gmail.
We could probably put that across in the banner so that it's visible at all times.
Oh, now you want a lot of work.
Well, if it's getting recorded, I don't want it to be public. That's my personal email.
Well, you can usually go to PayPal and they have a PayPal.me address. They'll give you the
Yeah,
just for
yeah.
sending
Go
money.
into your PayPal account.
I
And
gotta go get my phone.
you don't have your phone?
It's charging.
Okay, don't take that. God, your phone's always charging. Always.
It's an iPhone.
Yeah. I mean, you can take that. Just make sure you turn it off so nobody hears you peeing when you're downstairs.
Anyways, I'm just tossing out ideas. I want to make sure we do the best we can for little Poe.
Thank you.
If it was just for Sean, I wouldn't care. But since it's for the cat,
Yeah, well, I mean, 30% is a huge cut. Plus, in theory, I have to pay tax on all of that. Note I said in theory.
yes.
Yeah, we'll get a PayPal me address set up. We didn't think about any of this beforehand. Like,
I mean, it's a little last minute. It's fine. We're doing the best we can. We're the best around, and nobody's ever going to keep us down.
Uncle Russ said 20 viewers accidentally send Sean a request for a payment. Yeah, no, the money's coming in, not going out. Chris Lane sliding in. Chris Lane said, I donated a few days ago. No, really. No, I know. Sean had asked for donations a few days ago, and I know that people stepped up and donated early, which was super appreciated because there was already outstanding bills from the local vet, and then the other night going to the overnight vet, and they're not cheap, but yeah. And then they have a policy right now where you can't wait in the lobby of the vet
Because of the Rona.
Because of the Rona. Yeah, you have to sit outside in your car.
That's how it is here too.
Hours. And then that's why I made the comment about his phone always charging. He didn't bring a charger with, and his battery went dead. And so then the girl had to keep coming outside. Like, she had to keep running across the parking lot to update us and ask us questions and stuff. And then they were having problems getting the chart from the local vet emailed to the overnight vet, and it was just a mess. It was just a mess. And of course, I'm starving. I hadn't eaten, and as a diabetic, that's not a good thing. So, Paul Cumber, how are you, Paul? He says, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Glenn and James. We appreciate it because you guys will not see or hear from us. Well, that's not necessarily true. You might hear from us on the Twitters, but we will not have a stream, neither another stream before Christmas nor New Year's. So
have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light.
Or a Merry Big Christmas. Either one's fine. I don't know.
From now on, our troubles will be pretty much all the time, let's be honest.
I've had a really spectacular year as far as the Christmas lights go. We've only had like 2 rainouts, so that's been pretty awesome. We've raised some money for St. Jude's. Not a ton, like $35 or $40 so far, but every little bit to St. Jude's helps.
My concentration level for doing stuff like this is kind of dropped over the past little bit.
Uncle Ron said, you have kids. I'm sure there's snacks in between the seats. Not in that car. We don't eat in that car. Nope. That was one of the rules when we bought that car. No eating in there. Which, thank God, that thing's finally paid off. Now the payment for that car can start going to the payment for my truck project because that's gotten really expensive.
I have a story related to vehicular stuff from today.
Excellent.
So my wife went to a friend's place last night to do some Christmas baking, and she spent the night there, and I was to pick her up this morning. So I get in the car, and I'm getting a little low on gas, but it's not on empty, and the range is at 100 kilometers. I've got 60 miles left on the tank, and I have to go maybe half of that, not even. So I'm driving towards picking her up, and I get to about a mile and a half away from them, and the range on the tank is still at 40 kilometers, and it is not reading empty. And all of a sudden, I'm going up a hill, and I realize that I've lost power. And I'm like, oh, that's
Oh.
weird. And I hit the gas, and it feels a little sputtery, and I'm not accelerating the way I would expect to. At first I was just like, oh, this hill's a little it's slowing things down a little bit more than I was expecting it to. And so I pull over onto the side of the road, and only now do I realize the engine is no longer running. And so I shift it into park, and sorry, I hadn't realized the engine wasn't running at this point. I shifted into park because there have been issues with some Subaru vehicles and their transmissions. So I'm thinking maybe the transmission's slipping a little bit because it felt weird. So I put it back into drive, and I start rolling backwards down the hill. And sorry, what's up?
Sergio throwing down another 100 US dollar
Oh my
Renos,
gosh.
saying Bob Carnes and Brian Vines have inspired me. Thank you.
Wow,
Thank you so much.
Hi, David.
David Shorey has slipped in here.
David Shorey.
Hey,
Tony
David.
Ryan is
The
here.
Big cheese.
He said 40 kilometers. What is that in real units?
I think like 25 miles ish. So like low on gas, but not. Anyways, so I pull over. I put the car into park, shut it completely down, hit the button to start it again, and obviously the starter engages and won't start. It's still reading 40 kilometers left on the tank, and I have driven this vehicle to the point where after 40 kilometers is on, it just goes to dash, which is like you're on your own. You should have gassed up by now. But it's still reading gas in the tank. So I start thinking, I'm like getting ready to call a tow truck. I'm like, you know what, just to be safe. So I get my wife's friend to drive over. She's got a jerry can for her snowblower. So I dump what's left in the jerry can into it, and sure enough, it starts and drives off. But I put in, say, 2 gallons, and the gas gauge didn't change. It still said 40 kilometers remaining on the tank, and
Stuck float.
yeah. Well, so then I filled it completely, and now it reads full. But then I turn around and make the drive home, and the range is saying 540 kilometers left on it, and it says 540 kilometers all the way home after driving 40 kilometers. Nothing changes. So yeah, it could be a stuck float. So I'm just gonna monitor it myself for the next little bit, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, if it comes down, or if it doesn't, like if you're running through it and it's not moving,
Yeah,
take a block of wood or something and whack the bottom of the tank a few good times, and it
see
may
if it
free
shakes
it up.
loose.
Okay, James, what was the thing that you said for PayPal?
PayPal me. It's a PayPal.me address, so that you
Glenn can probably show it where it is.
Under profile.
There should be a send me money or request money,
Oh, request.
and then it should let you.
I'm going to request money from Brian, please. So I can do that.
And then there should be somewhere in there to create a PayPal.me.
Okay. Give your customers an easy way to pay with QR codes.
All right, so somebody just made a comment in here, and I know you know who you are, but do it again, and you'll be gone. We don't allow that here.
I didn't see it.
No, nobody should.
Is
It's
it one of
not
our regulars, or is it
family-friendly.
just?
It does not meet the family friendly guidelines of Fun King 3D.
Was it one of our regulars though, or?
Nope, name I've never seen before.
Oh.
Oh, you'll have to message me on the Twitters and say what was said, because now I'm infinitely curious.
Of course. Understand to the person who said that. Opinions are fine. I don't care that you have an opinion. It's the language you chose to use. Tony Ryan said if it was a Tesla, you could have popped into the 7-Eleven from some new AA batteries. Well, he could have. All right, this guy's gone.
Do you say something else?
Yep.
I don't know where I put my darn phone now.
Goodbye.
Would you say that they were the weakest link?
Yeah, posted something to bypass the filter. Don't need that. Don't need that in the channel.
Oh, you know, some people are just dramatic. "12-year-old got his laughs today."
Yeah. Should I post his Facebook profile for everybody?
Yes.
I 100% agree.
Do it.
Oh, it's been such a long week. I'm so tired. So pretty much was what, just Friday afternoon, I stripped the whole entire cab of that Dodge out. Oh, Chris Riley is here.
What?
Throwing down 100 US dollarinos.
Thank you, Chris.
For the PO. Thank you, Chris.
Wow.
And welcome. Nice to see you again. Yeah, for those of you who missed out and are not a Patreon of Mr. Riley's, he sent out a really cool holiday sticker.
Yes. Thank you for that, by the way. I will take a picture of that and post it. I've been a little preoccupied. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, Duff throwing down a Canadian $69.99, some snow pesos for the cat fund. Greatly appreciated, Duff.
Thank you, Duff. Duff, man.
There's the Brian Vines I know. Chris Riley throwing down the Benjamins.
Oh!
It's about time for you to guest host again, isn't there, Mr. Riley? You need to come on the stream and guest host with us. It's all right, just clearing some notifications. Most of them are from Sean.
Sounds about right.
Bob Karn said that Duff's a good dude, no matter what you've heard. Oddly, I haven't heard much. Oh, you know, you got to know if they're from Canada, they're good peoples. I don't really know. I don't think I know any Canadians that I dislike. Even though once in a while I pick on the Maple Leaf.
Justin Bieber.
I don't dislike him.
What? Who are you?
I don't sit around my house going, man, that Bieber. Like,
I do. I can't sleep at night because he's in the U.S.
Couldn't care one way or another.
I do generally feel like, because I'm still not a huge fan of Justin Bieber. I do feel like he's straightened out his life quite a bit.
Yeah, I haven't really. In fact, that's like the first mention I've heard of him in a long time. I mean, is he doing anything?
Yeah.
Oh, well. I'm out of touch.
He's up there with like hanging out with Post Malone and all those like.
Who's Post Malone?
The dude with all the tattoos
on
his
face? I know who he is.
Oh.
I'm not really that out of touch. Maker Viking in the house.
Most Malone.
I have built way more complicated 3D printers than this, but I'm not following the instructions.
Hi, Viking.
Tomas, the Maker Viking. Yeah, that still doesn't look like a printer.
I mean, it looks like half a printer.
I don't know. It looks like the parts you took out of the box.
It's true. I've actually disconnected things that that I had already connected. Well, because it's talking about putting a screw through this hole here. I don't know. I guess there's a hole that goes all the way through.
I don't know.
Something amazing, I guess.
Just can't have anything nice.
No, I'm gonna send it to you on.
Yeah, send it to my Twitters, and then I can copy and paste because I'm a lazy.
You're a lazy such and such.
I think that's
Brian with a Y, Vines with an I says, okay, y'all, I need to get going. Hoping to hear Poe's on the mend. Hugs, Sean. Scritch. Scratch Poe for me.
Scritch Poe for me. Scritch.
Scritch.
I will. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for everything.
He's so sweet. You guys just don't even know. Like, I'm sad for you that you don't get to love on Poe because
I thought you were talking about Sean.
No, he's not sweet. He's kind of a pain.
Yeah. Oh, sweet and sour. Salty and sour.
That go? Yeah.
I was telling Glenn the other day, things are starting to annoy me now, like loud noises and like random cars I see and stuff like that just like stop randomly on the corner.
Yeah,
And
Sean's becoming an old retiree.
I am becoming like bad.
Didn't
get off my lawn. Who are you?
That didn't give me the.
That didn't give you?
It doesn't give me the @me link.
It said .me. I also don't know how to use technology. That's also a thing. Share your.
I don't know how to use technology.
Let's see if it sends the same thing.
Maybe you use.
It is.
Maybe
That's weird.
Use that. The @
Yeah, try that.
So if we go to
Someone send me $1. No. See if that works.
PayPal me.
PayPal me.
Get that @ out of there.
I'm sorry that I made this more complicated than it had to be.
Yep, that's.
Oh, cool.
That's what we need. All right. So, boom. So if you're going to, well, it doesn't really matter. You can do whatever's ways the most convenient for you. But if you want to PayPal Sean some dollarinos, then you can use that link, and then he doesn't have to lose the 30% to the YouTubes, and I don't have to pay income tax on it. I have to file income tax for my YouTube money this year because of these guys.
Do you?
Yes.
Jeez.
These terribly generous people have caused me to have to file it on my income tax. Uncle Ron said tech news. Yeah, I'm not very good with technology either. Oh, so then I got an email at like 11 o'clock last night from my hosting provider. It's the one that I use both personally and for my business, for my company that I work for. And they were angry about the company's account, not mine. Mine's fine. But they said, oh, well, during a routine scan, we found that you are storing emails, and that's against our terms of service. They're IMAP email accounts. Of course, we're storing the emails.
Well, yeah.
But they're angry because we're using up too much space on an unlimited space account.
What? That makes no sense.
No, it's like we pay for unlimited space, but we can't use unlimited space. So it's time to find a new hosting provider.
Yep.
Now, in fairness, one of our users has 20 gigs of email, and another one has 18 gigs of email. So
that's a lot of emails.
It's a lot of emails. But because of legalities, because of litigations and stuff, we have to be very careful and save a lot. I mean, they save everything, but because like a building that we built years ago went into litigation, and we get sucked in on that, even though we didn't have anything to do with what was wrong with the building.
Oh,
but then we have to prove our way, like we have to prove that we didn't have anything to do with it, and we had to prove that we were insured to cover whatever we need. So, but
that's ridiculous.
They've been a good host. Oh, they're Canadian. Can I be mad at them?
Yeah, you can be mad at them.
They're in Ontario. Canadians.
Why are we giving Canadians money?
Because it's good hosting for very affordable. It's like $2 a month or something. It's ridiculously cheap.
Yeah.
But I have to find another solution now for work. I'll leave my personal one there. It's fine. But
is that what your Fun King?
That's what all of my I have like 130 domains under one account.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I don't get enough traffic to really hurt anything, but so But yeah, just fun story.
Can't get this first screw to feed, which is kind of important.
Did you get the Prusa helper that comes in the box and he hops out and builds that for you?
No, I didn't. We didn't opt for that.
His name is Shane.
He is a little gnome.
Oh, he's a great big gnome.
He is a great big gnome.
Gnome on
I
the
don't
range.
hear much from him anymore. It makes me kind of sad. He lives like 15 minutes from here, but
He said it's 15 minutes too close.
yeah, he doesn't like me.
He told me we were going to go get sushi once, and we never went and got sushi. I never heard from him since, actually.
That message was supposed to go to the other Sean.
Yeah, what if he ate himself?
Maybe we do a wellness check on him and make sure he's still kicking.
I talked to him this week, if that makes you feel better.
Okay.
Oh,
okay,
he talks to you. Probably because
Well-
he's in Canada. He's like, yeah, he won't come and visit me.
He talks to me because I was working on something for him, and then it fell off my radar for a bit.
Oh, that's like every project that I do falls off my radar.
I'm a bad friend / genius.
A slash genius.
Well, I'll tell you, I said to Sean today, I said, I was working on, okay, so let's back this whole story up. I'm working on taking the cab and the bed off of the frame, not physically, but getting it ready to be lifted off by a team of guys that should be coming with the guy who's buying it. And send PayPal donation for the PO fund. But you sent it through YouTube.
Maybe he donated $2 here, but he donated something else.
Oh, that's just crazy, Mitch.
Thank you, Mitch.
Thank you, Mitch, for the $2 and anything else that you might have kicked in. But yeah, so this truck had a fifth wheel hitch in the back, so it has the rails in there, and the brackets were just a pain to get out. And I told the guy that I was going to cut the brackets, and he had a coronary over it, and he was like, "They'll be too hard to weld back together and whatever." And so I'm out there busting my hump to get that thing off of there. And I said to Sean, I said, "Yeah, this is why I don't deal with people." Dustin, I need to find a new host. They got bought out by a bigger company, and now in their system auto blocks an IP after 3 invalid logins. I need to pay them $50 in support fee. Wow, no, that's crazy. Check out Hawk Host, HAWKHOST, hawkhost.com. That's who I've been using. I've been using them for years. You just can't use it to like store photos, you can't set up like a Imgur or any of like that kind of stuff. Like you can store your own stuff. Obviously, you can't store tons of email in there and stuff, but for basic hosting and stuff, it's good stuff, and it's very affordable. So Ben D,
Thank you, Ben.
Ben DH throwing down $4.99 US dollarinos. Hope it works out, and happy holidays.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Ben.
you. I like to say Merry Christmas, and then I always say, or whatever holiday you. I'm thinking about doing.
over.
I'm thinking about doing Hanukkah. Like I think I'm going to start celebrating it. That's 8 nights of presents.
But do you usually get more than 8 presents for Christmas?
I am this year. I bought my own.
Thank you, Jan. I don't think Jan is in the chat, but she just sent me money on PayPal. So thank you so much. If you were listening.
might be hiding in the back. A lot of people watch and they don't chime in. I mean, there's 24 people watching, and there's only like a dozen people that chime in. So, but yeah. So this year, I promised my wife that I would give her a
Wow, thanks, Mitch.
Christmas list.
Sorry.
Man, you have
I
to
forgot
raise your
this-
hand before you speak.
I forgot this was actually the Sean stream. He's taken over now.
He is. He's just like.
It's Sean King 3D.
I mean, he butted in so hard right there, I almost fell out of my chair. But yeah, so I determined that it's too hard to shop for me, so I just did all my own shopping, and then so I bought a bunch of Tecton tools. Shout out to Tecton, good stuff. Looking for a sponsorship for the Garage Channel, Tecton. So they were offering for Black Friday. They were offering 20% back. you get 10% back if you have a Tecton account and buy through Tecton.com. Like, so you spend $1,000, you get $100 back in credit. And for Black Friday, they did 20%. So I bought a bunch of stuff, and then I used that reward money to buy some more stuff just to have. And it showed up when it was when we were at the vet. It showed up, and so my wife wrapped it and put it under the tree.
So I do have a complaint about this printer. This screen is fully assembled. Do you notice something?
The plastic is still on it,
Yep.
and it's under the casing.
Yep. Is it always like that, or did I just get one that they forgot to pull the tag on?
I don't know. I don't have one of those. No, they wouldn't pull the plastic off of it before you got it.
Yeah,
That means
no
I have
way.
to take it apart and put it
Yeah,
back
no
together.
way would they take away the pure pleasure of peeling that off.
Well, I think for now I'm just going to leave it because I don't feel like disassembling that. I'm very, very lazy.
Make sure your Cheeto dust doesn't get on it.
You're a Cheeto dust.
Thank
Oh!
you.
24/7 Hinky said, "Music, please," while taking the plastic off. Like bounce, chicka, bounce, bounce, chicka, chicka, bounce. Bob says it's always like that.
Can't take away that pleasure. That's what my therapist told me.
Uncle Ron said, then Glenn returned the original purchases. Oh, no, they'd catch on to that. Tecton is not a huge company. They're a family-owned company, and they won't let you double dip. Like, you don't get more rewards based on if you use $100 worth of rewards, you don't get more rewards for that. But if you were to return your original purchase, they would deduct the reward money out of what they returned to you. So Vince said that's a screen protector.
It does actually say, note, there's a protective film on the screen. Keep it on until the end of the assembly to prevent scratches.
I cannot tell you how many times when I was the Best Buy mobile manager, how many times people would bring their phone in and want to buy a new screen protector.
Mm-hmm.
And the screen protector they had was the one that came on the phone, like that film.
Yeah.
We're like, that's not a screen protector. It's all like bubbly and gross.
Oh, no. See, my last one was glass, and it broke. It like shattered. And so I got all of it off, and then it was like stuck in my hand.
Yeah.
And then I got this one, which said it was plastic, but it's not. It's glass.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
the glass ones actually hold up pretty well.
Yeah,
like,
they're a pain in the butt to take off. Like this one's all cracked and everything.
Yeah, unfortunately on this phone it's got that rolled edge, so the screen protector would only go to like right here, and I'm like, nope.
Does it go all the way around?
No, it's
Just okay.
Yeah, but I get a good deal on my phone because I got a guy, so then I just throw this one away and buy a new one.
So you know what's kind of funny for me? I've been not complaining because I'm not super audio of it, but one of the observations I've had about my Mark 3S is that there is noise in the prints. And Chris Riley tried to help me with it for a bit. Shane tried to help me with it for a bit. And I saw varying remarks online that it was either the way I assembled it or that's the way they all print. That's the way it is. This has the same noise on the 3D printed parts, which came off of a Mark 3S, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
As my printer puts in them. So
well, I'm pretty sure my printer does it as well.
And it's just like it's only really visible when the shadows hit it the right way that there's these sort of inconsistencies, like very minute inconsistencies in the way the layers are put down. But yeah, good to know.
Ben DH said ghosting is an issue. Sheena Marshall said,
what?
Vortec? I don't know.
We need Ghostbusters.
Oh, so did you see Spider-Man yet, James?
I did see Spider-Man.
Interesting, huh?
Did you watch it?
Don't spoil it.
I saw it.
I think it's the best Spider-Man movie made thus far.
Really?
Best Spider-Man ever.
I'm assuming you disagree then.
No, I don't disagree.
Okay.
But I also don't fully agree.
I'm not saying it didn't have its problems.
I think a lot of the problems they had was due to people's availability to be in the movie, like actors.
Well, so I will talk about stuff that's not spoilery because the villains are all in the trailer. The other thing is that one of the things that became very obvious is that it was cheaper to CGI people into their transformative states than it was to de-age them, because I noticed right off the bat that certain characters kind of only appeared in their villain
Mhm.
form.
Well,
Yeah.
oh yeah. So like some of the actors, so like Sandman,
Yeah,
You
that's
guys got to stop.
he
guys-
wasn't able to. Well,
You got to stop. There's people in the chat that
it's
haven't
movie
seen.
magic.
People in the chat have not seen this movie. You have to stop talking about new movies.
Glenn.
You're
Glenn.
going to spoil something.
It's not
Glenn,
a
we're
spoiler.
only talking about what's in the trailer, and we're talking about availability and why they used. But it's fine. You're right.
All right. You guys spoil it.
I
It's
can
on.
stop.
It's on
I
you.
can stop.
It's on you.
Okay, James, we're done.
Yep. We don't upset Papa Glenn. Although I would never have guessed that they would reveal that Doctor Strange was actually a doctor of proctology.
I'm leaving.
He said, "Screw this. I'm gonna go
I
do
don't.
some brick stuff."
I don't need. I don't
Glenn,
need this hassle.
I'm gonna go look at a construction plans.
Glenn, I didn't even realize you left because you didn't take your mic off, and I'm not able to watch the camera right now. So you're just still talking. You're like, I'm leaving, and it sounded like you didn't leave.
I didn't. I just went over there, but that's why I like this. Chris Lane said I muted you all like 2 minutes ago.
They
Oh, you
the
never turned your mic
Twitterverse.
back on.
So people
We got
were constantly tweeting out spoilers for the movie. So the Twitterverse started tweeting out fake spoilers for the movie. They got up more upvotes than the actual spoilers to try and bury the actual spoilers. So
I just think that it's really wrong that people want to do spoilers for stuff. It's like, oh, I've seen it, so I can, it's like, shut
guess
up.
what? Okay, so here's the thing. I dropped out of all of the Spider-Man subreddits and stuff like that as the movie was getting ready to come out, and I was trying my best to absolutely avoid any spoilers. And I got a spoiler on Google News, and it was exclusive. And then and they followed by a headline that spoiled part of the movie, and had a picture to back it up that was taken obviously from like a camera or something like that.
Jeez.
And Bob said I walked away and I couldn't hear you anymore. So maybe that mic's not working at all. Here, let's do this. Talk.
Okay.
Your mic's not working at all. Which is weird because they go through the same receiver.
It's the type of quality control we got over at Fun King Garage over there.
Hello. Oh, I see my voice.
Yeah, you had it
It
muted.
was muted. Maybe
Yeah,
my
because if you
pocket-
push it
Oh,
one time, it's mute.
Interesting. Well, I'll just keep this on the table then.
God, now the stream's ruined. Everybody can hear Sean.
Why am I so giant? Okay, there we go.
I lowered my chair so we were the same height.
Oh, you guys.
Oh man.
Glenn, how come you haven't seen the movie yet?
Because I've been busy. I work 2 jobs, one that pays and one that doesn't. The mic is a lie.
It sure is.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I spend every waking moment in that garage that I can, and right now it's been I don't even know like what I guess just the sick feeling that when I look at my Discover card account, but like just something made me decide that I was going to start parting the truck out. And I posted it to Facebook the other day, Facebook Marketplace at lunchtime. And about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it exploded. And I had like 200 inquiries in like 3 hours.
Wow.
Like I couldn't even keep up with it or keep it straight. Or so once 3, if you throw the dad joke, dad job in the mix. Oh, dad job. I thought it was dad jokes. Either way.
The dad job is the dad joke.
No, luckily I have a very awesome wife that keeps the house under control, so I don't have to. But no, so I once I got the guy on the hook to buy the cab and the bed, I posted, like I changed the ad to pending, And the few people that had already been in communication with, I said, listen, your parts are still available, whatever. I had to turn it off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to inventory everything because I've stripped out the whole truck. I'm going to inventory everything and post an ad with the individual pieces. And then as they sell, I'll delete them. Why is my camera bugging out all of a sudden?
You put a beauty filter on and it doesn't know what to do with you.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's why I haven't watched much TV or movies, or I do watch Ghosts every week though, but now it's going to be on hiatus till after the New Year's because somebody on set got the
Rona.
The Rona.
Rona, the how-to people. Oh wait, no.
I don't understand. They're all ghosts. How'd they get it?
Ghosts aren't real.
I'm sad now. My Coke Zero's gone. Fun King 3D equals 3 jobs, keeping the wife happy. Oh, happy wife is a happy life.
I gotta run I think the build's actually just about done. And it only took me an hour to do 20 minutes worth of work.
It's like 2 parts.
When you're trying to do it on a stream, you can't really concentrate. Like it's hard to do stuff like that.
I did reread the same line multiple times. And I ended up rereading the same line multiple times.
Did you reread the same line multiple times?
I might have.
I think you reread the line multiple times.
No, the same line multiple times.
Whoa.
And the line actually said, reread this line multiple times.
Line. Step 1, go to step 2. Step 1, read step 1 again.
This is the lines that never end. Oh, we got to be careful not to get demonetized on this stream.
Lose that 6 cents.
No. What happens to the ad revenue? Or the donations?
The donations? I don't know. I've never looked into that.
Because otherwise, what's to stop me from live streaming a cam copy of No Way Home and people making donations?
Well, yeah. I mean, knock on wood, I've only had one ever that I got hit for. It was a Xander's Thing Thursday where I used a song that I bought and I misread the way it was. And they're like, no, you can't use it for live streams. I'm like, well, I want my money back then.
This is an outrage.
Chris Lane said it's like those documents I print out and you get to the page that said this page intentionally left blank, which defeats the entire purpose.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself, so I understand that reference.
Oh, now the guy that wanted to buy the front seats is starting to flake out on me. These people all, they bug you and bug you and bug you. And, oh, can you send me 35 pictures of that? And, oh, well, you do this and, jump up and down. And then they're like, yeah, no, I don't want them. Glenn Hogue is joining us. Hello, Glenn.
Hello, Glenn.
Glenn one in like a serial killer. Duff said, hate selling truck parts. I hate the process of selling the truck parts, but man, do I love the money you make off a part in a vehicle. You make just way more. And of course, my goal is to sell enough parts off of that truck to pay for the whole truck so that I technically got my engine for free. So, but the amount of labor that I have to go through.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So, and then I'm not even sure how this is going to work when this guy shows up to get this cab. How the cab is going to come off.
That's Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I mean, it's completely stripped. In fact, I think the only thing I left in there was the emergency brake pedal and the airbox.
It looks like a bombed out truck out there.
Yeah, it's out in my driveway, so I put a note on it for my neighbors, a big sign that says, sorry, or my apologies. I know it's ugly, but it's only here till Tuesday. Thanks for understanding.
Well, the sign was originally on my door. And then I moved it to the truck.
I was going to make that joke and you got to it first.
What's that?
Oh, see?
I said I was going to make that joke, but he got to it first.
Yeah, it's got a rope on there so you could hang it around his neck. But Glenn Hook said he just got back from a rib joint. Oh, that sounds good. I haven't had barbecue in a while.
I know. Oh.
Oh, I thought that was like a can of a cigarette that tasted like pulled pork.
You had a candy
Oh,
cigarette?
a rib joint. Rib joint.
Oh.
Had to go down that road.
Oh.
Paul Cummer's asking what's wrong with the Prusa Mini. It is brand spanking new, and James is
Trying to break it.
James is assembling it for the first time.
He's having a hard time putting two parts together.
Oh, Sergio,
watch yourself,
back
Sean.
Chinese food delivery is about to arrive. Man, I wish somebody would deliver Chinese out to this house. Can you tell I'm hungry?
I know. I'm
And now
hungry,
everybody's
too. I'm
talking about
so hungry.
food.
Sean,
Yeah,
I've heard you've had a hard time putting two parts together, so.
No one wants to touch parts.
We went to see the town's Christmas lights last night, but they decided they were going to do a outdoor movie. They were playing Elf, and the place was just packed.
In the square?
No, at the log cabin.
Oh.
Yeah, because that whole thing is decorated, like really decorated.
Oh, I'm gonna have to drive over there.
So, I'm just monkeying around now, but yeah. So we're gonna go tonight as soon as the stream is done. So I'm shutting this thing down at 6:30. And then James will want to talk, and I'll be like, nope, bye. But yeah, there's a couple houses in the area that I've seen that I wanted to take the family to. So it's not just about putting up Christmas lights. It's also about going and seeing other people's Christmas lights. And then I can judge them and say, oh, those aren't as good as mine.
Look at that. That looks like crap.
We parted a truck last summer. Guy buys bed, pays, shows up with same truck, bed loose, dumps his bed, pops on the new one, and takes off, leaving us with the old bed. Wow, this old bed and sells it to. Yeah, I mean, like, depending on how bad it was, like, I would just take it to the metal recyclers if nothing else. But I mean, that's kind of nice to get free parts. Now, the guy that came today, he needed some interior pieces, and I'll tell you the whole story later.
Gosh.
But nice guy, super score of a truck. It was an 03 mega cab that he paid $4,500 for. It's got a $3,500 ranch hand bumper on the front of it.
Wow.
And runs like a champ. It needs new tires. The tires are definitely old. They were 17s, 2017 tires. So they've expired. They were starting to crack out, but ran great. It just, the guy bought it and gutted the interior to put it in a different truck. So he bought it. He said the only interior the truck had was a steering wheel.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it didn't even have a dash. So it was bad. Concrete guy bought it since it would be destroyed anyway. Well, that's kind of cool to get the extra cash on.
Ron's gonna go wear his Halloween costume today.
So I guess my cell phone is down
Well,
here somewhere.
have fun. Make those children happy. Sorry, James. Go ahead.
I guess I left my cell phone is down here somewhere because I left an alarm on and it went off, and I can't presently get to it to turn it off, so I get to listen to the same music over and over again, and it's like a 5-second loop.
Yeah, we can't hear it, so that's good. No demonetization for your alarm ringtone. Yeah, no, the guy showed up to buy $160 worth of stuff, and I got $200 out of him by the time he left. Like, he was like, well, how much is that? Can I add that? Yeah, and it came to $190, and he only had $200. I'm like, I don't have change. He's like, what else you got? And I'm like, well, you're gonna need these. And he's like, okay. So, but if anybody out there is looking for a headliner for a
concert,
it's out of an 06, but I guess it'll fit like 01 to, I don't know. I know the 3, 4, 5, and 6 all use the same headliner, but it is it's super nice. It's not clean,
it is really nice,
but it's in good shape. It's not, I took it out with care. So
Care is the name of his hammer.
yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm actually super careful when I'm destructing. I mean, parting out a vehicle because yeah, I don't cut wires. I don't break connectors because somebody's going to need those things, and I want people's money. So Kicker, bed dumper was there to pick up more stuff when concrete guy showed up and helped us load it.
Bed dumper.
Sweet.
Bed dumper.
So the guy comes back to pick up more stuff and watches you sell his old crappy stuff that but he abandoned it. It was abandoned property at that point. So
shouldn't have left it.
No. Well, the guy who bought the cab and the bed, I said, like if he gave me too much more trouble, I was just going to say, well, don't take the bed then, but it's still the same amount of money for the cab. The title is worth what I'm charging him for the cab. So, bed dumper. Don't be a bed dumper.
Don't be a bed dumper.
I'm trying to figure out why. So they include feet for this cutout here. You see that in camera, at least the reflective part of it. But they include 6 of the feet for that one hole. And then they include 4 feet for the rest of the...
Well, maybe that's just the way it is.
But, look at this. Look at how easy it is to pop it out with the protective.
What is that?
So they have a special foot that's cut out to go in here, like this. Unless they wear out frequently and they're like, well, we want you to be able to, that's going to be the hard one to source.
Or maybe you weren't supposed to get the whole pack of them and somebody accidentally put it all in there.
That's what happens when your printer's assembled on a Friday.
That's right. The person packaging that up had a quota. They had to send out a certain number of feet.
You got someone else's feet.
That old F-350 was a great parts truck, nicknamed it the Giving Tree. That's awesome. I parted out a 2000 S10 Blazer for a friend of mine. He was going to take it and just scrap it at the junkyard, and I think they offered him about $400 for it. We ended up. I told him, I said, I'll part it. I'll deal with the people. I get half. We each made $1,000 off of it, and sold it to the junkyard for $75 at the end. So that was a pretty sweet one. Ben said they don't care. Pitching in the sheets faster. That's probably true.
Where's David Shorty? Where'd you go, David?
Bob said, James, that shape is for the printer. The other shape is for the spool holder. Please see it. Then he said, too late.
That's fine. I didn't push down on it because I was confirming because it didn't make sense to me.
Paul Comer said, I'm thinking ordering the King Rune 3D printer. I don't even know what that is. I'm so out of touch.
King Rune?
I'm so out of touch with anything.
Run out of names.
Chris Lane says he can still hear your alarm.
Well, it just stopped, so he should probably get that checked. Don't assemble printers the way I do, because I do it wrong, apparently.
Paul, would that be the KP3S, the KP6? I guess that's the only two.
The way I assemble my printer, Sean ends up hating me by the end of it.
Oh, I hated you way before you started it.
Well, I meant because of the last printer. This one.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's when you started hating me.
That's when the hate began.
I don't know anything about that printer, Paul.
I would just get a Prusa Mini.
Yeah, but this is $179.
Yeah, that's not much more. That's $200, right?
No.
$349, I think, for this one.
Oh.
I think by the time all was said and done, it was like $600 Canadian because Kay got me the printer plus an extra print service and stuff.
Okay. See, I'm just a fan of buying quality instead of having to futz with everything. Like
that.
If I want,
yeah, this guy, this coming from a guy that only has ANET printers. No.
I thought Sean said it, not you.
Really, I have a net, and then I have some printers.
Nadav said that the King Rune is a okay printer brand.
Well, there we go.
It's interesting. I'd never heard of that.
Bam. Okay, good night, everybody.
Did you break it?
Until we turn it on, we won't know for sure, but I think I did everything okay. And because this is where I do all my retro stuff, I think I can just should probably confirm what this power supply is plugged into. Nothing. Okay, I can just rip the power cable out of this, jam it into the hole here, and that Bob guy's your uncle, as they say.
Are you asking me to buy you one, Paul? That's not going to happen.
King Rune. It
Yeah,
sounds like
but it's not King Rune. It's one word.
King Rune.
King Groon.
King Rune.
King Groon?
King Rune. King Rune.
I am King Groon?
Me King Rune? You King Rune. We King Rune.
And then you can spend $20 more and get a tempered glass plate, which I wouldn't. I would get one of the glass plates with the what was it, the any cubic one with the little dots all over it. TH3D Studio did some videos on it. You can look. Oh, that would mean I'd have to watch 3D printing on YouTube.
Who does that anymore?
I mean that so okay. In fairness, I used to watch all the 3D printing videos on YouTube. And then it got to the point where I was doing enough 3D printing. I didn't want to see any more 3D printing. And now I don't want to see any 3D printing at all. I would actually been printing right now. Xander has designed something to be printed out, but it needed some changes. So
That Xander guy, he's the worst.
he's outside. He can't hear you.
That's fine. I still have my opinion.
I don't know. I got motion at the front door and it was him. So it's weird.
He went
He's
outside?
like, he's outside breathing air.
Yeah, he's normally in his bubble. He's bubble boy.
He's becoming a lot like me as far as social anxiety and stuff. He doesn't like to be around people. Has no tolerance for people.
People are the worst.
People really are like. Oof. You just you go outside and it's all people-y. I don't know.
Peopoly?
People-y?
Speaking of, anyone want to buy a phenom?
Oh yeah, for you guys that don't know, Sean does have some 3D printers up for sale.
I do.
Paul Cumber said, I like Mailbag Monday with Fun King 3D. I miss doing Mailbag Monday. It was always fun to see what people sent. What I don't miss about it was getting more 3D printed stuff to just like, I have boxes and boxes and corners full of 3D printed stuff, both, from me and that other people have done. It's like, I just don't want to. It excites me so much when I'm working on something. I'm like, oh, I could 3D print a piece for that, and it would actually like be something, like actually be useful. It's like, yes. And then I went through all those just looking at my filament samples today because I was looking for green filament for Xander to give him some options. And like, look how many of those maker boxes there are. I mean, that's a lot of
full of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, there's 3 back behind there that aren't full, and then the one with the big green push button on it doesn't have anything in it, and the 3 on the top of that stack don't have anything on it. But there's also like I got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 over here, 8, 9. That's 2, so that's 10. 10 just sitting over there. 1 up in the corner over there, so 11, 12, 2 over there, 12. There's another one, 13. They're just everywhere. They're just everywhere. But I've been getting Maker Box for years now.
Yeah.
So, and shame on me, I haven't been doing videos, but I've like the few that I've done lately, the view count hasn't been very good on them. So people don't like watching me open Mailbag Monday or Maker Box. Yeah. Which, I mean, it's always like a surprise what's in there.
Well, if you printed stuff with the stuff from Maker Box, people would probably like it.
I don't want to print anything.
See?
Glenn Hook said, I had a new project, bought an HP digital oscilloscope for cheap on eBay. Description was that it didn't boot after having been stored for a few years. I'm hoping there's more to that story.
Yeah, that's a cliffhanger. Speaking of cliffhanger, so
Turns out-
Spider-Man. No, just kidding.
Turns out that the lithium battery for the calibration Constance had gone dead. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yep, my video viewership on YouTube is definitely way down. I think and now granted, I didn't expect the last one to get a ton of views right off the bat because it's a tutorial, but it I think got 160 views out of what, almost 6,000 subscribers. So not as popular as I once was. Maybe I was just never popular.
Never go anywhere, so I don't even know why I try.
My channel would go somewhere if somebody would edit the videos. Okay, I've said before, it's not really Sean's fault. For some reason, he can't access all the video files on the server, so I'm gonna have to give them to him on a thumb drive or something. All 2,000 hours of.
That's gonna be a big thumb drive.
My God, the truck is almost done.
I know.
And we haven't made the first video.
We haven't even put the first video out. Well, the opening to the first video is done.
At least we'll know if it was successful before the first video releases. It's at the point now where we shouldn't have to like we should be good for like 6-8 months worth of video content. So then it's like it'll be a little bit more relaxing really to be able to shoot whatever we want in between.
Right.
So
yeah, throw supplemental stuff in.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
It'll be okay.
You guys have fun?
In the garage, I do.
Yeah.
Up here, not so much. You know, sometimes I think to myself, oh, think of all the things I could do with this space. I could put in a home gym that I'd never use. I mean, look at this. Does this look like the kind of thing that goes to a home gym?
I don't know. I feel like it would be like an obsession for a while, and you'd like be looking at like home fitness videos and stuff.
Like 10 minutes.
Like, yeah.
I have a total gym. You know, I have a total gym. I love that thing. I had one a long time ago. I used it so much I physically wore the wheels off of it and had to order new wheels from. Well, in fact, they sent them to me for free. They're like, we had never heard of that. Here's free wheels. So
you took them for a spin?
What's that?
You took them for a spin?
Yeah, quite a few spins. In fact, that thing almost killed me one time because like I had exceeded its capability because it uses your body weight on an incline, and it just wasn't doing anything anymore. So I ended up like putting blocks underneath it to make it more inclined. And I'm working that thing one time, and the cable snaps out of the handle, and I shot down it, flipped off of the end, and smashed my face to the side of the TV.
Oh my God.
Now, luckily, this was back when TVs were thick glass, so I just kind of ricocheted off of the television. But yeah, so I ended up having to fix that, and then I was like, oh, I wonder how I can reinforce this so that it never happens again. But yeah, that's a fun story with Glenn. But yes, and I have a total gym now, but I have nowhere to leave it set up. And not that it's hard to set up and put away, it's just never going to happen. Yeah. Like if it's not where I had it in my living room where every time I walked by it, I stopped and would do like 5 or 10 reps on it and then move on with my day, you know, like, but.
While I'm thinking about it, we have not updated chat.
Well, I wasn't 300 pounds, but I was pretty heavy.
Okay.
Yeah. What's that, James?
We haven't updated chat in a little while about what's going on for Sean.
Wait, what's going on?
You know, what's going on?
8 meters of winch cable later, never broke again. So, all right. So anybody that has joined us recently, which actually it looks like some people have de-joined us lately. We went from 24 down to 16. They don't like my fun workout stories. Note to self, don't start a workout YouTube channel. I mean,
Little Richard Simmons.
Who wouldn't want to see this? So
get out the squirt gun.
So Sean's lovely little cat Poe, and I use the term little very loosely because he's not little. He's a big chunk of monkey.
He is.
And he is fighting some issues right now. He's got some liver issues and some kidney issues, and so all of the proceeds from today's stream is going towards Poe's medical bills. So, and we have to say that because people may be watching that aren't actually chatting, which brings us to another point. If you're watching and not chatting, why?
Come chat.
Why? At least say hi so that we know you're there and we can acknowledge you by name. And then if you got some kind of a weird username, I'm probably going to butcher it, and then I'll ask you for your real name, and then you'll say, well, that is my real name, and then I'll feel like a jerk. And typical day around here.
So one of the bearings for the spool holder fell off when I was trying to put the parts together and dropped, but I never heard it hit the ground. I felt it hit my leg on the way down.
Oh, it's in the void.
Oh yeah.
I literally have no idea, and like there's not exactly a lot of open space beneath me, so there's not really a lot of place for it to have gone.
You got to call up Dr. Strange for him to find it.
Well, I know we discussed him being a proctologist, but I don't think it ended up there. That's not the void you're looking
Some
for.
weird stuff in that area. Did that excite you?
That was pretty neat.
Inappropriate, Sean.
If I can find that, I'm going to do that again.
Wait, what?
I don't know where that went.
It hit the monitor.
Yeah, I thought it bounced back. I got too much crap on this table. Oh well, it's not that important. It was fun, but
What was it?
it's caps off the end of a video cable.
Oh,
HDMI. It's It's not HDMI. It's what's the other one? The digital video.
DisplayPort, DVI.
This one.
DVI.
DisplayPort.
DisplayPort.
First try.
And then I just stuck it in there and I gave it a little squeezy. I squoze it.
Hey, family-friendly channel here.
And I don't know where it went.
I don't know.
Now I'm just gonna put on these cool sunglasses.
It's with James's thing.
Yeah, I didn't hear it hit the floor. It must be with the bearing. Oh, here, it's laying right here. I just couldn't see it.
The bearing?
Because I got your bearing right here, James.
Wouldn't that be something? You find a random bearing over there that's the same size?
Are we ready? Ready. See, now I don't know how I did it. Oh, that was
Yeah, but it shot like way harder last time. What's the order?
I found the bearing. I guess it hit my leg at the right angle that it bounced between my legs and landed on the chair.
You sitting on it?
Either that or you're right. I should have called Dr. Strange to look for it. And he'll go, please, after what we've been through, you can call me Steven.
You can call me Steven.
It's a little strange, but I'll allow it.
Thank you so much.
Glenn Hogue throwing down 50 US dollarinos. See if this is still on my clipboard. Anybody that wants to donate through the PayPals, there is Sean's link for his PayPal me.
And look, whether you like Sean or not, don't let poor Poe suffer because of it, you know?
Yeah.
Is there
Like-
birds in there?
It's the squeaky plastic.
Yeah. No, this has nothing to do with how you feel about Sean. I mean, if you hate him like the rest of us do, it's fine. We're here for Paul.
But remember, no one hates me more than I hate myself, so you're not going to hurt my feelings.
Okay, so question, because I've been making that joke a lot. Did you hear it from me, or is that just something you've said on your own?
I've been saying that since like high school.
Wow,
Have you
it's
too?
almost like you guys were separated at birth.
Oh my gosh, is my mom Canadian?
That would explain so much.
Oh, that explains the moose man that knocked down the door that one day.
Oh,
Okay, so I have a friend that was. Oh, Glenn Hogue just donated her $50.
we already announced that.
Did we?
Oh,
Sorry,
Unless he donated again.
again?
no.
Well, thank you,
No.
Glenn.
Sorry, I looked at the time and I was like, "Oh, I think that just happened." I guess I missed you guys
How
saying
about
it.
those who don't like James? It's still, we're here for Poe.
Here, you might need to show the picture.
Yeah,
again.
I should put up the Poe picture again.
And then
I don't know what I did to Nadav that they hate me, but I also don't care at all.
It's because you're Canadian and you love the maple leaf.
All right, I'm going to give my best Celine Dion. Are you ready?
No. Careful you don't get us demonetized.
Yeah, don't get us
Oh
demonetized.
no, it's the non-monetized version. In the arms of the people, he's so fluffy.
Oh, he's not fluffy. He's fat.
He's 14 pounds now. That's 14
He's-
pounds of fur.
He's like so squishy. You
He's
just want to
mushy.
like.
Well, it's because he was 18 pounds and he lost all that weight. And now he's just flubber.
Yeah,
It's
he's
just all stretch marks.
and it's so funny because like I only see him like weeks in between when I get to go in and hang out with him because
You can go in
Sean gets really weirded out when I show up in the middle of the night and he's trying to sleep. Not Poe, Sean.
That's because of the kissing.
Not his.
But
That's
like
because you start kissing his feet, Glenn. You make it weird.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, Poe, you're licking my feet, and I look down and it's Glenn.
Come on. So, but like I'll go to pet Poe, like I go to pet him and he kind of like pulls away as I'm trying to pet him and he's like this, and then it's like I don't know, like all of a sudden just something like clicks, and then he's like, oh yeah, okay, you're cool. And then once I start petting, it's almost like I'm hurting him when I'm touching him. He's like,
He does that with me
like
too.
it's really weird. And then it's like he sniffs me a little bit. I pet him a little bit, and then the purring kicks in, and then he just does. You can just do whatever you want to him. He doesn't even care. So, and I love the fact that he'll take belly rubs. Like none of my cats can handle belly rubs. Like
No, it's like 3 seconds. Like
yeah, and then they're biting you because
Yep.
they can't handle it. And Poe's just like, yeah, bring it to me.
yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, a little lower. Oh yeah, right there.
Pet any of my sides, I don't care.
I have a circle. I have all the sides.
Alan King said, had a Christmas tree light disaster, but started stream. So here I am. Oh, nobody wants a Christmas light disaster. Oof.
Sorry about the plastic bag sounds.
We need to see those.
Opened up some fresh Jesse Deep Purple PLA
Ooh.
for the first
Not
test.
nearly as good as Fritos or Cheetos.
Not as, I love Fritos.
Yeah, but if you eat too many of them, then you get acid reflux,
That's
and then it's
true.
like really bad.
I really like the chili ones.
Oof.
Have you ever had those?
Oh yeah.
Those
But
are really good.
oh,
But the acid
they'll
is like,
kick you.
boom.
They'll kick you for sure. Yeah. That's
So
what
they-
happens when you get old.
So, I mean, I think this is still like borderline family friendly. Doesn't use colorful language. It's just a bit of a joke. A buddy of mine was talking about how excited he was to watch the new Spider-Man. I'm like, dude, I was so excited that this morning I got up, jumped in the shower, looked down, and went, "Hello, Peter." And he goes, "I was so excited, and I got into the shower this morning, and it was cold, and I went, wait, you're not Peter."
You're not Peter.
Oh, I'm so confused right now.
Who are you?
Wow. Leave it to the Canadian. The only person that's
Peter.
ever dropped the F-bomb on my channel.
Friend?
Bob Carn said the Moose Man.
Das Moose.
The Moose Man cometh.
Okay, this guy has said this now. What does that even mean? Because someone else just
Yeah,
said that.
yeah, but it was a different
It was a different
account.
person.
It's got to be a bot.
What? Same thing?
Yeah,
Oh, that Bauer Tech?
yeah.
I think they commented on my somebody with Bauer Tech commented on one of my tech videos this morning with like, your content is great, keep going. And I was like, oh sweet. And then I looked and like, oh, no new subscriber. That's just a bot. You stupid bot.
Oh, it looks like there's possibly a YouTube channel behind that. Which if that's the case, then they're going about this all wrong because we don't really mind people promoting their YouTube channels. I mean, we all had to get started somewhere, but don't try to do it shady. Like step up.
If you're gonna do it shady, do it Slim Shady.
Water resources.
Well, there's a whole website. Like, oh yeah, that's not.
Wow.
That's completely not appropriate. Okay, well, that one's.
Well, I gotta go. Wowzers.
So,
Um.
boop. See ya.
Wow. Yeah. Don't.
Wouldn't want to onomatopoeia.
So I'm
Hello,
going
Peter.
to.
Sorry.
Why? Why do you? You're gonna get banned from the channel.
He started it.
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing. We're not going back to it.
What is this?
All right.
Oh, thanks, Alan. I appreciate it.
My mouse just went away.
I'll make sure those pounds go back on the cat.
Oh, dag nabbit. I got no mouse.
What? That happened really quick.
Oh, it happens like just here and gone. That's why I like my my Ergo mouse. Is it's rechargeable and it pops up on the screen and says, "Oh, your mouse is about to fail," and then I have to scramble to plug it in. So let's see. I need to go here, and I need to go to the studio.
Who's Lawrence LT?
That's
Is he the race car guy?
no, that's LT from Power Nation. He was on trucks.
Oh yeah,
Power
okay.
Nation.
Mitch, something inappropriate.
Everything out of Mitch is something inappropriate.
It's true. Mitch is the most inappropriate person I know.
He is. He very much is.
And I know
All right,
Sean.
so
That's saying something.
Where?
He made me race him in a coffee table in a hotel room. In a hotel lobby.
Okay, we're doing our live Z adjust. Something that will no longer exist on the new large scale Prusa. Hey, look, now that I got this fancy camera set up through streaming, I can just do boom. And then for the people that get motion sickness, I can do this.
No.
Hey, Sean, so remember you were talking about how I have to make sure that I keep the back of this this arm weighted?
Yeah.
You know what I ended up using for weights?
What?
Dead hard drives.
Did you really?
Yeah, it came with a saddlebag, and I was like, the heaviest thing I have that's small is old hard drives because of the magnets and the fact that they're all metal construction.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Except for I waited
so
until I knocked it over once. I knocked it over a couple of days ago, and it was like almost at the ground when I finally like reached out and Matrix style grabbed the pole. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should have listened to Sean in the first place and not assumed the saddlebag was enough counterweight.
See, that's what no one listens to me. I know what I'm talking about.
I listened to you after the fact. Does that count?
Yeah, that's acceptable.
Oh, where is it in YouTube where you can block certain words? I know I can do it through Nightbot.
Look at it go. And look, there's Joe. What do you know?
Hey,
Joe Pro.
Joe.
Here we go. That's what we want. We want to block.
What is that on the right? The green thing.
I don't know. It just says Prusa 3D, and it kind of looks like a. I don't know. It looks kind of like a guitar pick a little bit.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I wonder if that's for like some type of foundation or something.
I don't know.
Nobody knows the stickers I see.
I got made that in there twice.
Let's see if it works. Let's get extruded. Ha! Let's get extruded in here. Oh my, that's so high.
That top left word. Did somebody say that?
No, that's a
Okay.
that's a generated list of stuff that I don't want.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's all. You talking about this?
No.
Oh.
I mean, it's a good one, but
Not only did they not say that, they're never allowed to say that.
right?
Sorry, I don't mean to be distracted. I just have to. Bob Carnes throwing down $50 $. Sorry, my PayPal is messed up. No, it's
Thank you,
whatever. It's whatever works best for you.
Thank you so much, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
I think we got that sweet perfect first layer going now. I can't print anything in the amount of time we have left.
Now listen, the next time you see Sean on stream and he's got a big gold chain around his neck, it has nothing to do with the amount of money you guys have thrown.
Nothing. Nothing to do.
No, totally kidding. That's not.
No, it's when I drive a Jeep around.
I will hold Sean accountable. I catch him spending Poe's money. Oof.
No, that's not.
No, Poe gets all the toys and treats after this.
Yeah, that's all for him. I'm not.
I got him a bed yesterday on sale, and I was so excited to bring it to him because he always lays up in the windowsill. The windowsills in there are real deep because it's a 2x4 wall in front of an 8-inch steel building. So it's this huge, deep windowsill, and he always lays up there. So I got him a bed so he can be all fluffy and
he keeps getting closer and closer. He put
Work-
all his toys in it.
working his way over to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's got to claim it first, and
Yep.
then he's got to make sure that nobody else is going to be like, "Hey, that's mine."
Right.
You know.
Well, I went and I put my hand in the middle and was like, "Come here."
I
And
tried that too.
He was like, "No, you don't." And ran over and pushed my hand out.
I kept going, "Come on, you fits, you sits, you fits, you sits," and he's like, "I can't fit in that thing."
I can barely fit on the windowsill.
All right, good. I've blocked that, so we shouldn't see that anymore unless they try other spellings of it, and then I can just block parts of it.
Perfect.
But yeah, that was
Yeah, that was interesting.
inappropriate. Did you want me to write that down for you, or do you got that?
Oh no, it's all up in the noodle.
It's really funny because I have so much of that kind of stuff blocked on the network. I can't imagine. I can't believe that even came through.
Yeah, that was weird.
So yeah.
I'm trying to think if I can go slice something real quick. So this prints off USB, right?
Okay.
Yes.
I guess I'm asking the wrong people.
I don't own one of those.
The last printer I owned.
Technically, my Prusa prints off a USB because it's got a Pi feed in it.
Ooh, what kind of
You and your technicalities.
Apple with a very crisp top layer.
Oh crap! I missed some setup steps. I didn't eat the Haribo.
Oh,
I've made a Haribo mistake.
You only get a. Ba-dum-bum.
Dang.
Ow.
Where's Brian?
He's here all week, folks. Yeah, you only get a little bag of Haribos with the mini. You get a mini bag.
Mini bag.
Yeah, you get a mini bag.
One gummy.
Okay, 2
Bob
seconds.
Kern says,
I'm gonna go
also
see if I can slice
information
something quick.
trackballs are great. I agree.
See, I could never get behind a trackball.
That's why I started using one.
Oh,
Because the company that I worked at, we all had to like there was tech PCs all around the office, but like everybody just shared, and I hated people using my computer. So I went to the split keyboard and a trackball, and nobody would use that computer. So I had my own computer, and I still use a split keyboard to this day.
do you guys still have a split keyboard?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
I didn't know that.
They're getting so hard to find, but
I've always wanted
yeah,
one.
it's not one of the wave kind. It's a legitimate
Yeah,
split.
It's
Yep.
split. Yeah. Oh, that's
So it's super old. It's wired. That one's wireless. So, but it's the old kind of wireless. Nobody
the
steals.
old kind of wire.
Well, yeah. So the new one's all through those Unify adapters. That one's got this like big block that plugs in,
Oh yeah.
and
the
I've got it
dongle.
stuck up underneath my
Yeah.
desk. It doesn't have the little. So, yeah, the old kind of wireless. It was a little less wireless than the new kind of wireless.
Oh, there's some test prints on here. I'm just gonna use one of theirs. Good enough for me. I'm just a filthy mudblood anyways.
You should print a Benchy.
There is a Benchy on here, so.
I know. There's always a Benchy on there. Oh, that guy that designed the Benchy. What the heck was that guy's name?
David Norwell?
I have a Daniel Norre signed Benchy. In fact, I have two. I have a blue one, which probably got knocked down, that James actually printed in the hotel room for me at Murph before the show because I forgot to bring a Benchy. I don't even know where it is. That's how important it is to me. I don't know. And then I gave Daniel a Benchy off of the FK1, and I'm like, I want to give you this Benchy, and he's like, he looked at me like I had two heads, and he's like, why do I want a Benchy? And I'm like, it's off the FK1. So he was like, okay, and he took it, and I said, you're not gonna just like go throw it away now, are you? And he's like, no. So he took it home to Sweden and put it in the snow and sent me a picture of it in the snow to prove that he took it home to Sweden. So that was pretty awesome.
Do you want to see what I got this week?
Yeah.
Of course you do. So, as everybody knows here, because I keep talking about it and don't shut up about it, I have a retro tech channel. And I thought if I'm going to be building and repairing computers on stream, I ought to have some of these.
Oh,
Sweet.
Pasties.
I didn't even know you could still get those made.
Yeah, and I had to order it from a company in the States, and I guess they manufacture them for a lot of the big board manufacturers and stuff too.
Nice. And it's got the epoxy over it. It's domed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
sweet.
So I ordered 10 of them. I ordered 10 of them, and they were $4 a pop, but they sent me 12, so I hope they like going bankrupt.
They're $4 a piece.
It gets much cheaper if you go with more than 10, but I wanted
Yeah,
to see if I'm going to use them.
Big,
Like I
big,
can order, I think I can order 100 of them for like $1 something a piece, but I just wasn't ready to invest.
I don't know if I can
significantly.
get this out without doing a massive amount of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Of course, I just
I'm talking about Glenn emotionally, of course.
rearranged. I just rearranged everything over here. So I don't know how well this is going to show. So this is the one.
Oh, whoa, what?
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 so this was my company. This was my computer store. So
Oh, CBS.
I don't know if you can call that number. I don't know where it goes anymore, but that was my computer store. And then yeah, let's not knock over your drink. That would suck.
Your sweet tarts.
That's okay. I found those in one of the maker boxes. I don't know how old they are.
Oh, there's probably
So like I have just like I used to collect these off of different computers that would come in for repair, and we would take it off and put ours on in its place. This was the company. This is the company it was my first computer job, Computer Service Express. And then
Ooh, that one's interesting.
the DMC.
Yeah, the
Oh,
CMW.
yeah, we haven't gotten down to that layer yet.
Oh.
So there's an old 486 one. They're not focused. It's not focusing in very well, but because I don't have autofocus on there. There's a 386 one.
There's a guy on eBay that goes by, oh, I can't remember his name now, but he remanufactures all the old custom badging and stuff for like Intel 486 Pentium. He does Windows 95 badges, 98 badges, ME.
We don't need those stinking badges.
We don't need those stinking.
Bob, I hadn't thought about it, but that's potentially something I could do a survey for and see if anybody wants one and send some out. I think I am going to order a larger set of them.
Well, it's funny that you decided to go with that, because I was going to look into having the Fun King Garage logo done in like a 4-inch epoxy covered.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's an option they have.
What was it that I just bought that had the
Oh,
domey?
DCS. Or no, it wasn't DCS. It was.
Oh, Beans.
Oh, Beans.
Yeah, the Beans machine sump came with those kind of stickers and I'm like, oh, these are really nice.
They're really nice.
So I forgot about PC badges. Yeah, it's like, certain things in the PC world just kind of went away, and it's sad because those were the fun things.
Mm-hmm.
So what you got there, boy? Oh, don't, because that's got the address on it. Just set it there. Those are lights for the garage. It's those LED, like the big LED.
This isn't looking great.
Sure isn't.
Is your hat orange?
Oh, you changed your hat?
I wonder if the first layer is maybe a little too close.
Where'd you get a new one from? You opened the package? Yeah. That was for Christmas. Sorry. Dang it, he found out the package was under the tree.
Dang.
So, I got a package the other night too, and your mother wrapped it and put it under the tree, and it wasn't supposed to be. I mean, it's fine, but I wanted it.
No, I'm wondering where all my packages are going to. I wonder if they're under your tree.
They're under the tree, yeah. Got to have something for Christmas morning. Sean Butler says, I'm late, start over. Okay, so welcome everybody to Project Talk with James and Glenn. I am Glenn from Fun King 3D, and with me, as always, is my Prusa Mini from another mother.
Look at that nozzle.
Today's
so small.
stream is all about Poe and covering his medical bills. So all proceeds from this stream are going directly to Poe. It's not even going towards the medical bill. We're just going to give Poe a lump of cash.
He's going to Scrooge McDuck,
and then he can pay his own medical bills.
Have you ever seen this group did a thing called, so they had a series called Scientifically Accurate, and they did one scientifically accurate DuckTales, and they're like talking about if Scrooge jumped into a thing of money, he'd break his neck, and yeah, and it's like a pool of change sounds neat, but it's hard as concrete. I can't talk about any of the other lyrics though, because they talk about some of the practices of ducks, and it's definitely not safe for work.
The vault building that his money is in, like it would have to be like 50 feet thick to hold the weight. It would just blow out the walls. The reinforcement in that building would cost more than what he had in the building. So
so at $20 and up, you get 10% off coupon for my website, and that's $20 and up donations. And then the highest donator will get one of my knives from next year's line early.
Oh yeah, now I took the camera away.
So the highest donator, this is just a sketch on a piece of metal, but this is the Alpine. This is one of the knives I'll be doing next year. So basically, it will have a ice pick spike in the back, or a
also could be used for a toothpick.
A toothpick, skull cracker. And then it is a Warncliffe style.
Well, you should make that a bottle opener too.
Oh,
that'd be pretty slick to be able to pop a bottle with that. And then
yeah. So that
throw you right under the bus like that, just right under the bus.
Sean, did I hear that you sold your Ouija knives?
What?
Did I hear you sold your Ouija knives?
I sold one.
You still have the other one?
I still have the other one.
How do you say that? I thought it was OGs.
Oh, geez.
I'm just kidding.
Ouija.
Ouija.
Ouija. Yeah, so this will be done, and it will come with a leather wrap sheath.
Your choice of handle material, anything you want.
What?
Anything you want, he'll make the handle out of that. Solid gold.
Be real careful.
Platinum.
He'll melt down
platinum albums.
He'll steal one of the catalytic converters out of my car and melt it down.
If you have a loved one that's deceased, he will go and dig up a bone from them and turn it into a handle for you. No problem.
I'm actually not opposed to that.
Even the digging up part, I hate digging.
There's
human hair. Yes, he will wrap it.
Depends where the hair is.
He will wrap it with human hair in individual strands until it's thick enough to hold on to. Unobtainium.
Ashes, your grandma's ashes.
Yes,
I can encase that in resin.
He will take the ashes from your loved one and he will compress it into diamond.
With the strength of 50 men.
Okay, none of that is true. Well, none of it where I kicked in was true.
From a legal stance, none of that is true.
From a legal standpoint, I will not dig up your sister.
And of course, this offer only applies if it is legal where you live.
Otherwise, cut it out.
Not where we live.
No, where the person lives, because like some people just can't even have knives.
Yeah, they really can't.
Yeah.
UK, I mean, they can have liner locks, but they have to be like real small. But I can't even ship anything to the UK. I don't think. I'm still trying to figure out that one.
I'd just do it anyway. I'm the fun king. I can do whatever I want.
Do you know who I am?
Heisenberg?
Yes. Heisenberg.
Alan King said, not the UK.
Not the UK.
I would just send it and say it was a butter knife. It's a spurtle.
A spurtle.
Are you tired of having all kinds of butter knives? You need a spurtle. All right. Well, it is now 6:32, which is 2 minutes longer than I said we were going to go because, again, we are going to see Christmas lights tonight. So
well, I think we can call it a success. I assembled 2 parts on this printer and got it printing.
Can you give us a running total of what came in tonight?
Sure.
Do you need a calculator?
I do.
And if anybody's been waiting till the last minute to make a donation towards the Poe Not Sean Fund.
Yes, the I was calling it Operation Save Poe.
I was trying to find. I couldn't find that. Like I was
Well-
trying to find that what you were calling the hashtag, and I couldn't find it.
Oh.
You owe us 8 minutes. I owe you nothing.
Also, we're already 3 minutes over, so there's only 5 minutes difference there.
Again, the reason that we started 8 minutes late today was because Sergio said, I will bet that they start 8 minutes late. So I held it. I held it for 7.5 minutes so that we could be 8 minutes late. In fact, I cut James off in the middle of a conversation. Like he was talking, and I'm like, all right, shut up. We're going live.
It's true. He told me to shut up. And he told me I
I'm
wasn't
like,
even
shut
pretty.
your Canadian mouth.
Dang.
There is the PayPal link that you can use anytime that is convenient for you. And of course, I mean, I was going to say we'll keep you updated, but it's Sean's job to keep you updated. He will let you know. He'll let the whole world know what's going on. If you don't follow him on the Twitters, you need to. And of course, he should always tag me in it, and I'll share it so that you guys can see and feelings were heard. You can't hurt a Canadian's feelings, can you? That's as far as I'm going with that, because I was going to say something way meaner, but I didn't go there. I love Canadians. And that
But you can never eat a whole
leaf,
one.
the maple leaf, greatest symbol ever.
I will say, just you said I love Canadians. There was a TV show I used to watch as a kid called Reboot, and there's a part where the girl goes, "I love children, but I could never eat a whole one." So now I'll often say, "I love blank, but I could never eat a whole one." And like nobody's gonna get the joke because the audience for Reboot was 6 people. But
all right. Do you have anything that you want to plug or?
I do have a new video coming out on the Retro channel, PNP Retrospective. That's going to be a little bit of a Christmas special. I'm revisiting something I got for Christmas as a kid, and I subsequently broke because I took it apart. So I'm trying to redeem myself by salvaging something else. So keep an eye out for that. And otherwise, have a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, or
Kwanzaa
or just another Saturday if you celebrate nothing.
Just from this.
That's it, man. You guys sadden me. $671.23 out of you guys tonight.
Yes.
Thank you
That
guys
is
so much.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely amazing.
And the highest, the knife goes to Bob Carnes.
Oh, because he kicked in twice, didn't he?
He kicked in 150. Yeah,
Wow.
I believe that's correct. Wait, yeah, 150.
Fantastic. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Congratulations, Bob Carnes. You will be the proud owner of an amazing knife with a bottle opener and a handle made out of anything of your choosing. Anything.
Up to and including
bill.
a bone. Wait, Sean, will you donate a bone from your own body?
You know what? I will.
Oh, dude, you shouldn't have said yes.
And I will use this knife to pull it out of me.
That's the chicken and the egg. You need the bone to finish the knife. You need the knife to get the bone.
Well, it depends on which bone he takes, but let's not go down that road.
Hello, Peter.
Did you have something you wanted to say?
Hello, Peter.
Okay. So, all right, I have nothing that I want to promote or plug because I've got. Oh, Xander's Christmas special is coming out Friday. That's coming out on YouTube. Yeah, youtube.com/peglegpaul with no underscore because somebody smart set up that account. If you want to watch him on the Twitch, which he hasn't really been on lately.
I'm going to go ahead and say this. I watched some Peg Leg Paul content on YouTube, and it is at least measurably funny.
He does have he does have a very good sense of humor that he gets from his father, though he won't admit that.
The time travel skit was the best one, the first one.
Which one?
The time travel skit.
Absolutely. Well, and without giving it away, there'll be more. But yeah, you can also catch him on Twitch, twitch.tv/PeglegPaul with an underscore after it. Not the word underscore. Don't follow that guy.
Yeah.
Just an underscore. Yeah.
Oh, it took me. Oh, and by the way, Mitch, there's your extra 8 minutes. So
Oh.
Yeah, and if I go another minute, I'm billing you guys double. So this is the part where I say thank you to each and every one of you. And tonight, I want you to know it is absolutely from the bottom of my heart. You guys are absolutely amazing. Poe is such a sweet boy. And the medical bills, it's like vets think they're actual. Well, that's not fair. Vets bill like they're people doctors. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous what they charge for stuff. But what else are you gonna do? I mean, pets are family.
Yeah.
So seriously, thank you to all of you. I knew this would be successful because you guys support James and I so much. I don't give anything to James though, so you're just supporting me.
You give me your friendships, and I was willing to pay for that anyways. So
yeah, because his mom stopped paying me years ago to be his friend, and I just it's been rough since then. But no, thank you to each and every one of you. I want to say absolutely Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy whatever you celebrate, Happy December if you don't celebrate anything at all. It doesn't matter what holiday. Be kind to each other because life is short. And we do love each and every one of you. Again, we're not going to stream until what day did I say?
it'll be the second Sunday of January.
Which is the 9th. Sunday, January 9th will be our next planned stream. Maybe
we may talk
happens.
and maybe we can talk and sneak one in there.
Who knows?
Is that Three Kings Day? Or is that 6? That's 6.
I don't know. We just can't have anything nice.
Hey.
Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You guys are amazing. Have a good holiday. Please, everybody stay safe.
Yes.
And until next time,
everybody.
as always,